Welcome to Vlog Every Day in May. So, while I'm just walking around, thought I would recap my day. First, I got up crazy early. Goodbye, puppy. To get to my flight to Salt Lake City, which left right on time, except because of headwinds or however planes work, it was late getting into Salt Lake City. This was a problem because I had a very tight connection for my JFK flight already. And then on top of that, because my flight was late, it was just a really super tight connection. It was like 15 minutes. But it ended up being okay because in like a total act of God, the gate to my other flight was the one right next to it. So it was really handy. After my flights, and on both flights, I was seated next to very nice people. Usually I get seated next to people who are terrible, and this time I totally did not. I got seated next to nice people. We had a good flight. I slept part of the flight to New York. I was so tired. So once I got off the plane, there was the problem of how do I get from the plane, which is at JFK, which is a long way away. How do you get from JFK to the Upper East Side, where my apartment is? So it just so happened when I was coming out of the airport, there happened to be a shuttle that takes you to Grand Central Station for only $16. And if you take a cab, there's a flat rate of $62 and plus tolls. So it was like, I can't do that. So I took the shuttle to Grand Central Station, except then I had to get from Grand Central Station the 40 some blocks from there up to 82nd Street where I'm staying. That was just really hard. I had to go down into the subway and buy a subway pass, which was fine. That part was fine. Then I had to find the right subway, and I had to take it. And the big thing was getting the right direction. Like, did I want to go downtown or uptown? And it was a little bit confusing about which train I wanted. I don't know. I was super nervous about the subway and like getting lost and being stuck in the middle of nowhere and not knowing what to do. It ended up being all right. I made it, obviously, to where I was supposed to go. In terms of talking about where I'm staying, if you get a hotel in New York City, it's gonna be $200 or $300 if you want to stay in Manhattan. And I did want to stay in Manhattan. Or you can use the possibly illegal Airbnb and rent a room in someone's home. So I did that, and it ended up being more like $70 a night, cutting the cost of my trip in like a third immediately. I'm staying at an Airbnb with a woman named Kate, who I want to say is 20 something. It's hard for me to tell how old people are. She seems nice. I'm gonna go back there now because I need a jacket. It's getting cold. I don't think I'm quite ready for staying in tonight, but it's too chilly outside for just my shirt. Just walked past the Church of Scientology. This was my first time using Airbnb, and I mean, it's only the first day. She could be crazy, but so far things are really good. Not only is it really cheap, she has a nice little apartment. It has a kitchen and a bathroom and everything. So it's not the same as staying in a hotel, in that if I wanted to, I could cook. I mean, this is New York and all the apartments are super tiny, and hers is super tiny. But like, it works for what I need for right now. I just finished up a great dinner at a restaurant called Uva. I'm already starting to find my way around. It's making me a lot less fearful. Tomorrow I have to take the subway again. And as I mentioned earlier, that was just a hot mess. So I'm feeling a little more confident about that. So I'm in the building, so I think we should be quiet. I have to let myself in. She gave me keys. Okay, so I got back to the apartment, and since we were in the middle of discussing the apartment, I thought I would show you around really quick because I ran into Kate in the hallway, and so I know she's not here. So when you come in the door, there's like this little entryway, no shoes in the house, so those are my shoes. And there's a coat closet here. And then there's like this dressing table thing that I've never touched it because that's weird. In here, this is like the living room, and it is the room I am staying in. So there's a mirror over there and then another table and some shelves with some DVDs, and there's two like big mirrored closets, and this one has room for my stuff, so my stuff is in there, and then the sofa bed and my baggage and like another mirrored table. This is the kitchen. This is all of it. There's a light. There's a light. Okay, so this is the whole kitchen. It's super tiny. Nice big window, and then tiny little gas stove, sink, cabinet, little half fridge. And then there's like coffee and stuff up here, which is great. So I was originally planning to kind of grab a coat and go back out, but I'm feeling kind of tired. And so I think I'm just like catching up to all the old like plane stress. So I'm going to go to sleep, I think. Probably take a shower and then go to sleep. And then I will end the vlog here and catch up with you guys tomorrow when we're going to take down Museum Mile. Doesn't that sound great? So I will see you then.